So again, my name's Holly Kelsvin. Welcome. I'm the program manager for Girls STEAM Success Club. I've been with Homewood Science Center since the very beginning in 2016. I have been a part of the Girls STEAM programming since then as well. We hosted our first Girls STEAM event in March of 2017. And so this is actually our 5th program year going into Girls STEAM Success programming. This year, because of all of the, the safety measures because of the pandemic, we have decided to put this as an online club only. We will not be having any in-person sessions or hosting the Girls STEAM Ahead conference, but we will be looking forward to meeting with all of our students every Tuesday from January 19th through June 1st. So Dr. Brown, do you want to tell us a little bit about what we'll be doing during the club meetings?
Sure. So we'll be meeting with the young ladies on Tuesday afternoons. We'll be meeting at 4 o'clock, although we'll meet about 15 minutes earlier for each session just to test the tech out. So we'll be available at 3:45 on Tuesdays. They will get an opportunity to talk about building job skills. They'll get to meet some professional women who have STEAM careers, and they'll get to explore some other STEAM related content with one of our partners, Citizen Science. So we'll be
Yeah.
meeting, we'll have 20 sessions, and we are asking that, we have some consistency in terms of attendance, not just, to say, oh, you've come to 20, but we really feel like we're building a program, and the more students that we can have come on a consistent basis, the better. So we're asking for a minimum of 10 sessions in terms of attendance.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really how you'll get a lot out of the group by coming more and more. If you can make it every week, great. I want to gauge a little bit who's on this call right now. So I'm going to drop a poll question and ask if you've ever participated in our Girls STEAM programming before. You can just answer yes or no. We want to know if you've participated with us before. That could have either been when we've come to your high school through the Rich Township High School District, or if you've come to the Girls STEAM Ahead conference. Just give us a yes or no. I see everybody has voted. So let's see. Let me figure out. Okay, I'm going to close this and let's share the results. So half of you have been with us before and half of you have not. Okay, well, this is a good mix of people who have participated before and those who haven't. So for those who haven't participated, Girls STEAM Success Club is really a wonderful opportunity for you to look within yourself, figure out your strengths, find some interests, meet women in STEAM. I want to go through quickly how you navigate our website and what to do to apply for the club. The application is competitive. This is a limited group, so we only have room for 50 girls in the group. This is open to any girl across Cook County, and we are giving priority to girls who receive free or reduced lunch program through the USDA lunch program. So those are priority. If you don't receive free or reduced lunch, still go ahead and apply. We are going to take as many girls into the club as possible. So this is our website here. It's homewoodsciencecenter.org/girls-club. The website looks just like this. And you can see here we have Girls STEAM Success Club in the toolbar too. So if you just go to homewoodsciencecenter.org, just look for that Girls STEAM Success Club. And then you can see we have a button here. We have all the information about when the meetings will take place, what you're going to do. And then we have our student application. I do want to point out you must apply by December 31st. So don't let the New Year's hit without your application coming into us. So you click this button here to apply. It'll open up our form. You need a parent or a guardian with you to complete this form because there is some information and some legal sign off and permission stuff we need from your parent. Before you get into the bulk of the application, I want you to click on this document here. This link here is really our guidelines, and it'll give you all the information on what you'll get out of the club, but also what we expect from you as a participant. So definitely take a read through this Girls Team Success guideline, which you can also find in your GoToWebinar control panel. There is a handout section, and you will find the club guidelines right in the handout section. I'll go ahead and drop this link in the chat as well, so that way you can pick this up in the chat as well if you are having a hard time with the PDF. So some of the highlights on this document here for our guidelines is you have to be willing to set and crush some goals, build job skills, meet women in STEAM, and explore science. It has membership requirements, so make sure you read through those. Again, just reiterating, students that are in suburban Cook County, students who will be given priority who meet the free or reduced price lunch guidelines as well. We have a club kit. There's details when you can stop by Homewood Science Center to pick up your club materials. So that's really awesome. We'll have t-shirts. We have a really cool workbook this year. There's going to be some hands-on activities. And then we also have an ambassador program for returning students that want to gain a little bit more leadership. So you can scroll through this, read through this. The application, like I said, you'll need about 10 to 15 minutes to complete the application. There's a student section with some basic information. We want to hear a little bit from you about yourself. We have a little student survey that has questions about your feelings on goal setting and finding mentors. And then you can see here, this whole section is for parents and guardians to fill out. So we do need you to have a parent or a guardian help you fill this out. I'll go ahead and drop the link in the chat to access the application directly. So hopefully after this information session, you will say, you know what, I really want to join this club. I think it's for me. Let's go ahead and do this. And you can go ahead and get those applications in tonight. Okay, so Dr. Brown, do you want to talk a little bit more about some of the questions that we've been getting from people? I have a list of questions that people have been writing in. Let me pull those up on my other screen here.
Okay, perfect. Yes,
People have been sending us questions, and so I have a question here. What if I'm not strong in math or science? Is Girls Team Success Club for me?
Yes, we always have students and parents as well that wonder about that. We do not have a GPA requirement. We don't ask to see any sort of grades. We're not necessarily looking for students that are just getting A's or A's and B's even in math and science. We just really want motivated girls who are interested in learning more about STEAM related careers, professions in that area. And if you are not interested in math or science, we're hoping that we can change your mind a little bit. Once you start to realize just how many professions have STEAM related kind of sort of requirements in them, you will think to yourself, oh, I'm actually going to go into a STEAM related career. I didn't know that a graphic designer would be considered a STEAM career, but it is. So those are the sorts of things. We just ask for people to have an open mind more than anything.
Absolutely. And I have somebody else that wrote in, can I get high school credit for being part of the club?
This is an excellent question. We wish you could, but this is not an academic program associated with any one particular high school. We are an after-school club, and so what we do offer is an opportunity to be a part of an extracurricular activity. So we don't offer any credit, but what you can say is to your counselor, your guidance counselor, you can say, I'm participating in this club. Help me to put this on college applications, help me to use this in internships or job applications. So it will definitely help in the future. not in the sense of giving you credit, but it definitely will give you an opportunity to open some doors that maybe you didn't know were there before.
Okay. I had another student write in and she says, I'm already online all day for school. How is this going to be different?
Yes, this is an excellent question. So we don't want to cause any more virtual fatigue, right? We want you to experience something different than what you get during the school day. So we have lots of women in different roles in STEAM related careers who have already signed up to present 10 or 15 minutes about what they do. And a lot of those are very exciting professions, and they're going to present in a way, we've already told them, make it engaging, make it something that you can do hands on. As Holly mentioned, we have a kit that we're going to make available to pick up, and we'll have some hands on things in there. We have this Goal Crusher book where you'll be able to write down your feelings, your opinions. You'll be able to try out some problem solving. We'll link a lot of times to other media like podcasts and websites. So we're going to basically, we're going to keep it moving. We're not
Hmm.
intending to bore you to death. We're really going to try to make sure that we give you a lot of different kinds of experiences, even virtually.
Yeah, and Dr. Brown, just to add to that too, like we have really an amazing lineup of mentors. I wanted to show you here some of the mentors who will be our guest speakers. So this is the back end of our website that our student members have access to. You can see here we have a wonderful portal here showing off some of the women, and also there are some men involved that will be giving some talks. So we have Ananya from University of Chicago. We have Hannah from University of Chicago Medicine. I know we have a lot of young ladies out there that are interested in working in a hospital setting. Crystal, who is a super talented electrical engineer. I think she'll be the first to tell us that we need more women in engineering. Um, we have a very special partnership this year with Prairie State College. So we have some professors from Prairie State joining us to talk about some of their programs and classes that students can take while they're in high school that actually count for college credit. So you can knock out some of those gen eds while you're in high school and learn how with the help of some of these Prairie State professors. So our students that have already been applied and accepted to the program, they have access to this back end portal for our students. The portal also has wonderful resources for college and career planning. And we like to keep it real and focus on STEM and everyday things like media, shows, podcasts, and more. So yeah, we've got a lot of really exciting things lined up for our students during these online club meetings. And so another question that comes up is, do I have to attend a certain school? Like, is this limited to certain schools?
Right. And so in the first year, we did, have an intentional partnership with 3 high schools in the Rich Township District. But for this school year, primarily because we're virtual, it allows us to open up to so many more high schools. So we're really looking at South Suburban, Cook County, and it can be any high school. And don't be intimidated if you feel like you might be the only one, or maybe 1 or 2 girls from your school. We're going to mix it up, and that's intentional. We're going to have you talking to girls from other high schools, meeting with them, doing breakout sessions, doing problem solving activities. And the more you do those sorts of things, the more you'll learn about yourself and your strengths, and see what other people are doing at different schools and those sorts of things, to just so I think it's going to be exciting that we can actually, the benefit of being virtual is that we can get people from all over to participate.
Okay, and I have a question coming in. Is this for suburban Cook County only, or can girls from the city of Chicago join as well? For right now, I would say go ahead and get your application in. That is something that we're still clarifying with our team, so we'll have to follow up with you on that. I think we should have some room for girls from the city as well, but I need to talk with our director and make sure that we would be able to allow that. But go ahead and get the application in. Um, Speaking of the application, people are wondering, they receive the free or reduced price lunch program, but the application does ask for proof. And you are right, the application does ask for proof. It's in the parent section here. We ask, is your student eligible to receive the free or reduced lunch program? If you click yes, this question shows up. What kind of proof? So all we're asking is please share like a picture of your lunch card, or you can get like a letter from your school counselor, or if your parent has a SNAP card, a Medicaid card, any sort of public assistance programs, you can just take a picture of that and upload it. And just know that all of this information is kept confidential, and the only reason that we collect this is this program is funded through Cook County, and they ask for this kind of documentation. And so we need to be able to provide to Cook County the information that they're asking for. Um, so some of our students are involved in other extracurricular activities, and they're wondering, can they attend just a couple of the sessions, like just one or two here and there? Dr. Brown, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so we get this a lot because, in general, students that are involved tend to be involved in a lot of different things, right? So we understand that. We know that, well, sports kind of is a little bit limited right now, but there are some activities that are still meeting face to face. There might be some band sessions that are still going on outside, but there are a lot more programs that are doing things virtually as well. So we understand that. What we do want you to think about, though, before you commit is this idea of 50% minimum attendance. So if we have 20 sessions, you need to attend at least 10. If you don't think that you'll be able to do that, then we really think that this might not be either the right program fit, or it just might not be the right time. But you'll have to make that decision, you and your parent, to say, is this something that we can make work? It's 45 minutes. So we start at 4. 3:45 is when we hang out just to test the tech. So it's not a requirement to be there, but we do start promptly at 4 and we end by 4:45. And it's on Tuesdays from January 19th to June 1st. So it is a commitment. So it's just something to think about.
And we do ask you about your commitment and how committed you would be in joining the club. So we really want you to be honest with yourself on the student survey section. We ask, let me get to that question here. We ask, how often do you see yourself participating in the club? And we really want you to think about, would you work towards perfect attendance? Would you come to at least 50%? Or are you one that would just drop in occasionally? And let us know, okay? Um, People are asking, will I be eligible for internships or summer jobs if I participate in this club?
Right. So we can't necessarily commit to that, right? But what we can say is that we have a stellar list of mentors that are so excited to meet young ladies, to mentor them, to talk to them about what they do within their career, how they got to that career pathway. But there are also a lot of them who are saying, you know, I can have an intern. I can have somebody that could come and do job shadowing a couple of days a week. So, it depends on, of course, with the COVID numbers, we don't know if that would be face to face necessarily in the summer. We hope so. Everybody hopes so. But even if not, there might be a way to do something virtually where they would be able to, shadow or participate in that sort of way. So, the short answer is we can't commit, but we can say we can definitely put you in touch with the right folks that have those opportunities.
Absolutely. Like when we have our guest speakers and mentors coming onto these calls, they really do want to hear from our girls. They really are giving their time and hoping that you reach out to them and say, you know what, I am interested in engineering now that I've heard you talk. Would you mind if I, can I email you some more questions? And these women are waiting to hear from our students. And many of them do offer opportunities where you could go shadow them for a day or you could go volunteer for their organization. So it really is a great way to get that firsthand experience. But that's not something that we would set up for you. All we can really do is connect you with the mentors, and then you would take it from there.
Mhm.
Um, and then I have one more question. I don't think anyone from my school is signing up. Will it be hard to socialize with girls that I don't know?
And just to kind of reinforce my earlier comment, that's okay. If you're the only student from your school, or even if you are not, sometimes you just don't know who those other young ladies are, especially, if you're doing virtual learning, you might not have classes with them. So they could attend the same school. There could be 10 or 12 more girls from your school, but if you don't have class with them, or if you all aren't the same grade level, you might not even know them anyway. So what we're going to do is to make sure that we have enough activities where you all feel like you can chat with each other, learn more about each other, hang out. It's, an informal, it's structured, but it's informal. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel like you belong. And we're going to make sure that we foster that kind of environment.
Absolutely. I just wanted to show you too. I'll put this in the chat as well, the web page for Girls STEAM Success Club. If you scroll down past all of this information at the top, we have some additional videos that you can watch about the program. So please check these out. Unfortunately, this webinar platform doesn't allow for sound to play. I'll go ahead and play this. It's just some music playing in the background. But this is what some of our students had to say about the club. They liked that it helped get them to their life goals. We work a lot on goal setting. They liked that women who worked in STEAM jobs talk to us so we can figure out if it's what we really want to do. And we hear this a lot. People that were shy like me got to actually know and meet some new people. And so even though we aren't together in person this year, we are here for you online. We want you to go ahead and apply before the end of the year. December 31st is our deadline. Get those applications in. Share this with a friend. Um, share this with someone that you would want to participate with in the club, because I know like my daughter, she'll say, oh, I'll do it if so and so does it. So it's fine if you get a friend or two to apply with you. So at this point, I'm going to launch another poll question. And we just want to find out if anybody on the call has applied for Girls STEAM Success Club. So go ahead and let us know if you've already put an application in. And then after that, I just want to hear from you on, we can take some more questions and just open up the discussion. So if anybody, it looks like everybody voted. And it looks like we have a few yeses and a few nos. So definitely, if you have not considered yet applying, go ahead, apply. Hopefully after today, you'll think like, yes, I really want to join this club. It really is a unique experience to learn about all sorts of careers that maybe you didn't even know existed. It's a great way to look into yourself and build those job skills. And we're not talking about like job skills on like, how to run a cash register or how to make a batch of fries. Like we're talking about like 21st century skills that you can use across any professional job, skills like personal mindset, social awareness, planning for success. How do you plan to be successful? Dr. Brown is really supportive. We're very supportive in helping you set and reach your goals. So whether that goal might be to get on the honor roll this semester, or whether you have a great big dream of becoming a veterinarian, we'll help you break it down to manageable steps that you can take now while you're in high school to reach that bigger, longer term dream too. Okay. If you have questions, now would be a great time to add them into the question portal, or you can also feel welcome to unmute yourself and go ahead, let's hear your voice, and ask away. And then if you don't have any questions, again, we just really recommend you get online, check it out, watch the videos. There's other videos about the program. And we'll be in touch with all of our applicants no later than January 6th. We are making some decisions now too, so you may hear from us before January 6th pertaining to your participation. But definitely share this program with your friends, any other students across Cook County that you know would benefit from this. We want to get as many girls interested in this club as possible. Okay, and someone is writing in, how much money does it cost to join this program? Well, this program is the best price possible. It is free. It is $0. This program is already paid for by Cook County government. So they run a grant through Homewood Science Center to invest in your future. So this is a free program. No money attached to it whatsoever.
That is the best price.
Right? And it's a pretty robust program too for
It is.
being something that's free. I think that, when we ask our students, what did you like about the program? Did you like the program? How did it change you? And the feedback that we get from the students is just amazing. We hear, I never liked to talk to people before, and it really helped me break out of my shell, or I started to figure out how to set goals and actually reach them.
Mhm.
Dr. Brown, what have you heard from some of our students?
Yeah, I think they've said that it kind of pushed them to take risks, especially when we were meeting face to face, and we did a lot of like hands-on kind of like scientific investigations together. It took them a couple sessions to warm up, but in the end, the young ladies were glad that we forced them to work in small groups and follow the directions of an activity all the way through to the end so that they can get to an outcome. And just here and there, kind of like, oh wow, once they were able to figure out how to solve a problem on their own, it was really, really rewarding for them in the end.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's rewarding for us too. I mean, one of the things that makes this program so awesome are the students that participate. Just like the students are learning from us, I feel like I've learned and grown so much in my professional life because of what we've learned from our students too. So it really is an open forum for us all to, for generations to work together. I think when you
Mhm.
get a room full of women, nothing is impossible.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I think that's all the questions for now. So if you have other plans for the evening, you're feel free to log off. And like I said, we will be looking for those applications to come on in. If you would like to email me or Dr. Brown, we'll go ahead and put our email addresses in the chat so you can reach me directly. Again, I'm Holly. I'm the program manager at Homewood Science Center's Girls STEAM Success Club. And then Dr. Brown, do you want to put your email in the chat too? Okay, perfect.
That's me, optimallearning2@gmail.com. So definitely reach out if you have any further questions, any comments. But now is the time to go ahead and get those applications in and to recruit far and wide. Definitely let other people know about this opportunity.
Absolutely. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for logging
Good
in. We hope
night.
you got
Thank
all the
you.
info that you need for Girls STEAM Success Club. Have a great one.
Have a good evening.